No, I have said publicly during this campaign that we should have no sales tax on unprepared food. And as governor, I will work to make it 0 instead of the 1.75 that it is right now. If it was wrong to tax food at 4.875 under the 2019 tax referendum, it's wrong to tax food at 1.75. I think we should move in the direction of having no sales tax on unprepared food. That's a good question. One of the challenges we have in our state budget is a deficit in our transportation funding. And the legislature's been taking about $700 million out of the general fund for transportation. So we need to have an honest conversation about our transportation infrastructure. But I believe government has a spending problem, not a revenue problem. So we need to reallocate the resources we have to meet our priorities. And that's why we need somebody new. It's been 16 years my 3 opponents have been in state government. If you elect somebody new that can see the budget with a fresh set of eyes, we can make important cuts, reallocate spending to our priorities, and we won't need any tax increases. No, I do not. I don't think we need new taxes. Again, I think we have a spending problem, not a revenue problem. The problem with the sales tax on services, the way that it was pitched, is it appeared like they were picking winners and losers. Some services were being taxed, some weren't. I think the best tax policy is fair, transparent, and broad with a very low rate. We have enough revenue in the state of Utah. We need to reallocate the revenue we have to match our priorities. I support removing the earmark on the constitutional earmark on the income tax. It's not smart in business or in our families to earmark funds. You need to have flexibility, especially during times like this, during the pandemic. We don't want to earmark funds and tie one hand behind our back. We need to make sure we have maximum flexibility so that the spending we do at state government matches the priorities of Utahns. It's a heavy time. It's a really serious time in American history. And I know how serious the pandemic is. I know how hard it's hit families. I know how difficult things have been. But I also think that a little comic relief while acknowledging the difficulty helps people. A little laugh here and there, especially during a time when we're trying to get people as candidates to focus on a political race and the challenges that they have economically and with mental health and anxiety and worrying. We're just trying to give people a little levity. And recognizing that maybe the campaign isn't the most important thing, but simultaneously trying to get our message out. Oh, well, I am a tireless worker. I love to work. I will stay up late, I will get up early. When I get passionate about something, there's nothing that will get in my way. I'll spend every waking hour making it happen. So that's one of the reasons I think I'd be a great governor. I love to get in the trenches with my employees. I love to get in and understand the finest of details, and I agonize over those details, and that's what we need. We have 20,000 state employees, we have a $20 billion budget. If we dig into the details, we're going to find a lot of places to increase efficiency. We need maximum transparency on this. We need to make sure that everyone who's benefiting there's full disclosure. If there's anyone in state government or anyone related to people in state government, that there's maximum transparency. I've made that commitment. When I'm elected governor, I will make that happen. But we need to make sure that the tax increment that we get is financing the inland port, and there is a way to do that so that it's self-sufficient. Sometimes you have to make investments in things to get them off the ground, but everything that we do in state government should be self-sufficient and should be, if we can, reliant upon itself. They will be at the table. When Governor Wright is elected, they will be invited to participate in any discussions related to tax reform. And I want their input. This is not an exercise of having just people in government sitting at a table. We need everyday citizens, small business owners, large business owners, everyday citizens, single moms, working dads. We need everybody at the table so they have a voice.